Hi, this is Linda West with the Youth Sports Center on behalf of the Talk of San Diego. I am here today with Craig McEwen, the president of the NFL Association San Diego. Craig, thank you so much for coming out. I wanted to talk to you about what you're doing, what you're up to with your organization.
Well, thank you for having me today. I appreciate you and everybody here in San Diego watching and tuning in. NFL Alumni Association nationally has been around since the 1950s, and our mission has always been primarily caring for kids. And that mission is basically to provide support and any other means for quality of life for any kids, whether it be educational, recreational, or via health and wellness. Those are opportunities they can't have access or availability to themselves.
And that's a nonprofit organization?
That's correct. We are a 501c3, and we have another division, excuse me, of that. That's the administrative part. But yeah, there's 34 chapters nationwide.
Wow.
We operate somewhat like franchises. It's all volunteer and non-paying. So our officers and our advisory councils, made up of community corporate partners, are all volunteer.
So what are some examples of some of the things you do for the kids?
Well, one of our big ones is our Tailgate for Tots toy drive.
Okay.
Started that one obviously with the tailgate, tuning it into the football,
right.
And the tots because they're caring for kids. And I started that about 8 years ago, and now I brought it under the alumni chapter. And what we do is we'll find some beneficiaries, about no more than 3 a year, that are in need of toys and that are in need of maybe some funding for either materials and supplies, or for some of the programs that they have needs to give the kids. So we've gone San Diego Center for Children last year, and again that'll be one of ours this year, as well as through the U.S. Army, which I'm partnered with. We help some of those families who help serve us and give us the freedom that we have every day, give back to them in any way possible.
So you choose 3 organizations that you can partner with to donate the toys to, and anything else. And how long, so I have a question about that regarding Toys for Tots. Do people get confused between the two?
Absolutely, I'm a very confusing person. We found out in warm-ups here.
Well, let's clear that up right now.
Yeah. No, the Tailgate for Tots, what we are is, we're, like we said, we're just a mission for caring for kids, and we're here to help support. Really, I'm the captain of the ship, and I can drive it the way I want to. So I take all invitations, then we sort through, and we try to filter it down and rotate them so no one gets left out, but you can only give so much, so we usually stay focused. Youth arts and sports is one way, as well as always education, because that, as I tell kids when I go and speak to schools, your education will last you a lifetime and give you a lifestyle.
Yes.
And by following that passion, your sports, they can always take the helmet and the football away from you, and they always will. You can only do it so long. And then our military, and again, it's through the military families. I try to get to their kids who, they're providing for, that they may not be able to because they're severely underpaid. And then whomever else, even individually, a lot of times I get some individual requests for people that know families that are just, struggling to make it. So through that, we'll like last year at OG's, had several facilities help us out with Dropbox locations. One of the big things that we do to cover a lot of canvas, a lot of the space, is we'll provide a Dropbox, a neatly wrapped NFL alumni toy box at your business, at your facility, whatever it may be, and we'll come pick it up and, on behalf of you, say thank you and put you on our Secret Santa list. And then I'll come and talk to your company at any point during the year as a thank you, to give maybe an inspirational or motivational talk to the company, to show our gratitude and our thanks as NFL alumni that you were able to make a difference, and show you some of the pictures for the families that we made a difference in. That's one way.
And when did the Dropbox get dropped off?
We like to start before Thanksgiving and get a big head start. So like the first week of November is usually great. Right after Halloween, people get through that, and then you'll start to see the holiday commercials and sales go on already.
Right.
So if anyone is out there who's interested and wants to get a hold of us, they can do that through my own personal cell number at 858-525-5613, or go onto our Facebook and like us on Facebook, and then send us a message and that you'd love to have a Dropbox. We'll personally create it and wrap it up. Waste Management, I think it is, has been donating them to years for us, so we appreciate them. And that's one of the ways. That's definitely one of the most quickest ways you can get us to come out there and deliver a box.
And your Facebook is NFL Alumni San Diego.
Glad you remember that. Yeah,
I did remember that. I remember that at least. Yeah, that's good.
Yep. Yeah. So there's where you'll get to be able to see and review last year's events, because we identify and categorize the Tailgate for Tots is our toy drives, where we'll actually come and we'll have a much more detailed event where there'll be silent auctions, live auctions, opportunity or raffles, but it'll be on a larger scale basis, where our Caring for Kids tailgates are more of a local or a community event where we'll come out to a Tidewater, the owner Sam out in Solana Beach. Tidewater, he's such a great, generous guy. We did one there last year, Florida San Diego Center for Children. We were there from 9 in the morning till about 6 at night, raised a great amount of money out there with the patrons there, and as a drop box. So that's one of the things that we can do for you there.
And how many drop boxes locations do you currently have, and how many are you hoping to have this year?
Well, I want as many as I can get. But if I can get 100, we do 100. I think we had somewhere around 25 last year.
Okay.
And it was a fabulous, overflowing turnout. Yeah, we had what was it? Fit Systems. Oh gosh, they're gonna kill me. Up in Escondido. They were. I gotta love what they did. If you didn't come in with a toy for your workout, every time you came in for the 3 weeks they had it, you had an additional 10 burpees every time you didn't come in.
Oh my goodness.
So they added it to the workout of the day.
So I'm wondering how many people just didn't come work out for 3 weeks?
Oh no, they were coming. I'll tell you something about their clientele. They were dedicated, and they had 2.5 boxes full of toys.
So that could be a fun challenge, right, for different organizations, fitness gyms, yoga studios, Pilates, all of them maybe can compete with each other to see who can bring in them more toys.
Absolutely.
That'd be
And,
fun.
well, I tell you what, we'll create a contest, and we'll award a certificate to the most toys collected by any category, whether it be florist business, whether it be a fitness or a yoga business, or whether it be a bar restaurant chain.
That'd be fun.
Oh, absolutely. And those are some of the things to look and go for the Caring for Kids, where we'll come out, we'll maybe give away 3 to 5 gift cards per quarter.
Okay.
And then an autographed piece of sports memorabilia. Maybe it's just a football hat, or maybe it's one of the sponsors or the vendors. Might be a Budweiser, could be an art supply thing or some nature. Well, that's what people like about it. Most people will win anything and everything that they can use. It's not just sports stuff, because not everybody's into sports.
Right.
So we kind of give them what we call stocking. If you don't like, if it's sports and you want it, you get to reach in and grab something out. We keep it to gift certificates for massages and fitness stuff like that.
So let's touch just briefly on concussions.
Huh?
Concussions.
Huh? Oh yeah, concussions.
That's not
Gotcha.
funny. That's not
Okay.
funny. No, because I saw that you were interviewed on one of the news stations about concussions. I know the movie came out, Concussion, and then there's Junior Seau with concussions. How prevalent is that in our children nowadays?
It's prevalent what's happening is it's always been there, and what's happening is there's more awareness because of the social media,
Right.
like we're broadcasting today on. And one of our main missions is that through our military is this quality of life for the children. What we're doing, and I'm meeting later today with X2 Biosystems out of San Francisco. They have a product and a protocol and a software that is something that can, I guess, adapt and track the hits that a child can take in Pop Warner football, even softball. And with that, even with the soccer, they have them in headbands nowadays.
Yeah.
They put the microprocessor chip, the accelerometer, the one that switches your screen, and it can track the number of hits, the G-force of the hit, and the direction of the hit. So at one point you can program this for your child and have an app as a parent where even the trainer on the team or the head coach will have it. It'll buzz the trainer or the coach when it takes a hit of 40 Gs or higher or 30 Gs or higher. And then at home you can monitor and have a baseline. Okay, that's when it happened. The kid's got a headache. Oh, look at the hit here. Look at the hit here. We didn't notice it. Because sometimes it won't show up right away.
Yeah.
But the kid becomes disoriented, a little dizzy, goofy, right? And it becomes aloof. And then the nausea sets in later. So nothing's there to really cure it. But to identify it, there's becoming more and more protocols that we as alumni want to be able to start with corporate community partners, hopefully in the biotech industry,
Right.
that they can help support and sponsor us with these other companies that are coming on with cutting edge technology to help us identify and have baselines to understand better when the brain is being shook so hard or the brain is hitting the wall, right, the skull, at such a G-force. Okay, then you can see a pattern between 7 to 10-year-olds in the Pop Warners. And it's, okay, once they have a certain hit of, like with me, they were saying, okay, well, you have a higher G-force. Why would you have one, Craig? Or, our two children are playing. Maybe at 20 and 40, there's a separate level. Why is your child having it at 20, mine at 40? Let's look at the direction. Let's look at the frequency of hits. Okay, it's happening when he hits with his right side because he's always ducking that way. He's more susceptible. You bang your arm against the, your hand against the wall, it's going to become more and more sensitive and more irritated. Same thing happens with the brain. It's got a consistency of tofu. So if you're taking tofu and throwing it up against bone, you can imagine how over some time, with the practicing during the week the kids have, and then it's here, then it's there, right? There's a difference, right? You get not only the sound, but that's an energy shock wave that goes through the whole brain. That's why they're working on neurofeedbacks for children. They're working on infrared therapy. There's magnetic therapy that I'm partnering with Dr. Muhammad Ahmed, an incredible man who did work on military men and women, and he's written a paper that's been published medically on TBI, who's looking to partner with us and maybe this one company to bring this technology to youth sports in San Diego to be a beta test to then take it to each NFL chapter as us being advocates for it, to talk to the parents. Look, don't risk it. I've had thousands of concussions because they're like, what? It's like the tap, it's the smack, it's the hit, then it's the thump, and it's the absolute crash of the collision sport that it is. So those are some of the things that are happening right now that have been developing, that are out there that we're trying to sort through and find with these youth, because it's happening and there's too much emphasis put on winning. I mean, we all want to win, but it's the health and wellness of the child, and quite frankly, why you're seeing more and more, I think, happen sooner is because not only are the kids bigger nowadays, and that means like when I played, maybe the game's somewhat faster and bigger, but the collisions is all the same, and the kids are getting bigger at smaller ages and they're hitting harder. That means the G-force of the impact and the shock wave that's shocking the brain and reverberating through it and doing that sound wave damage is happening more at a younger age. So when they come out the back end, they're more susceptible to all the symptoms and then the consequences of the concussions. So I mean, and being with only a limited amount of time to speak about that, and having to wrap up my end of the conversation. So
yeah, because I don't know what the time is. So you got 2 minutes left. Okay, so
all right, 2 minutes. Here we go.
2 minutes. Here's our 2 minute wrap up. That's a long wrap up, but. How can people get involved with you guys to either donations, sponsors? What is it that you guys are looking for that can help you change? You have this ACE award coming out. Why don't you tell us about that?
I'll tell you a little bit about that. Yeah. We're definitely looking for the big corporate and community sponsor to come on board and have a partnership with us that is a positive and productive way that we can help generate something for them as well as us for the community to show their interest in giving back. The ACE Award, Academics, Athletics, Citizenship, and Education. We want to build this award for San Diego's youth student athletes, give that to them, present those monthly, and give them and reward them for work well done and being a good citizen. And get a hold of us through our NFL Alumni San Diego. Right now, our website's going to be coming online through our national office soon, and/or call me 858-525-5613. And I definitely you can messenger us at that Facebook page, and right now that's the best way.
NFL Association San Diego. I got it.
You'll find us. You'll see me. You'll see the events we've done. We're looking to expand and to grow it. We don't want to grow too fast, but we want to do it responsibly. We've got a great vision and a dream for the concussion and the aspects that are breaking down not only NFL players' families, but military men and women. There's 22 of them a month that are taking their own self out of the game. If you haven't seen the 22 push-up challenge, please jump in on it. They're our lifeblood, and they give us the opportunity, and we're looking to build our Heroes Haven, where it'll be a wellness center for the military men and women, but also with the sports. We're going to be looking to create a sports field and athletic facility that we can bring flag football to and teach all the healthy ways of playing football and the safe ways.
What I love is you're doing so many different things, and I'm always told, like, only do one thing, but I don't like doing just one thing, and I love to see somebody who's successful, who's doing more than one thing, and the passion is so strong with every single thing you do, and that's so awesome. Well,
I thank you. It can't happen without community partners, so we appreciate everybody corporately and publicly who's come out and personally taken a vested interest back into San Diego and the people that live here.
Now, Queen Bees is going to have a drop box, correct?
Yes, Queen Bees. She's going to be our first drop box. We're going to put her on the top of the list because she is the queen. And you can come by 3925 Ohio Street in North Park, San Diego. I don't know the zip code. But, and if come and book your event, and I think we'll have to have one here ourselves.
Yeah, and so we're looking for 100 boxes this year.
Yeah, 100 boxes this year.
100 boxes. Let's do it.
Okay, we're going to start the page, and we're going to post it up there.
Let's do it. Okay. So this is Linda West with The Talk of San Diego, today with Craig McEwen of Youth Sports Center. Have a great day, y'all.
Did we cover
You're
anything about
supposed to wait. You're
sports?
supposed to wait.
Did we cover anything about
We
sports?
could do another one if you want to do a 3-minute or something that
Sure.
Oh, I
just
thought
sure.
that was,
so what
That was awesome.
I thought that was the sports. That's what I wanted to hear about. So what
Well,
kind of, what do
The
you want
other
to talk about?
events too.
What's that?
The other events too.
Okay, yeah, we can talk about the tailgate for Tots. I can talk about we have December 4th on a Sunday. We're going to be having a tailgate for Tots at the lot in at Liberty Station with Lionel Hamilton and his Hamilton for Hearts or Hamilton Hearts for Fashion.
Should I find out what it is?
Yeah, we got to look that one up. I want to get that right because we're partnering with him. It's going to be like we're going to they're joining forces to support the alumni caring for tailgate for Tots. And the first half is going to be like 1 to 5 o'clock. Will be the tailgate for Tots inside there. Like they have like a bar and it's a whole like Gucci setup. And then the second half is going to be outside where he's going to have music and it'll be an outdoor venue.
Ooh, so.
I came with Hamilton Hearts.
Let me see.
said
Hamilton. Type in Lionel Hamilton. Lynel.
Lineo.
Ly.
Oops. Linel. Hamilton.
Yeah.
So when you come back, you just say we're again with Craig McEwen.
Lineo.
Double L. Let's see if it.
I'm sorry. We'll come back. What?
When you come back in, you're just again we're with Craig McEwen and talking about
Sports.
Talking about
events that are going
talking
on
about
with
tailgate,
the NFL.
Tailgate. Wait, maybe that is him right there.
Running back.
Yeah, that's him right there.